Okay, we are live. This is Zero AD. This is Sneaky V. I'm here with Seb. I'm here with John and the Jitsi, but you're not going to be able to hear them. I am going to be doing narration on this game. I just need a moment to share the link, and then once I do that, then we are going to do it. So I will share this with the specs, and then I will go ahead and share this with the lobby so that everybody has the link. Nice. Okay, and we're off. So I am hosting this game. I balanced this game, but I'm not playing in this one because I want to just dedicate my energy to narrating this one. I'm just doing commentary on this game, and so I am going to introduce the teams, and then we're going to get into talking about everything Zero AD, because this channel is all about Zero AD and promoting the game and promoting the awesome players of Zero AD, like Seb. We will go ahead and start off actually with Seb, who's in the Jitsi right now, and also on the flank playing the Macedonians. Very good Civ, maybe one of the best. Rated 1351, but Seb is more like 1600 and getting better all the time. Very solid player, and prefers to play the flank, which is hardcore. We love it. Next up, in his pocket, he has his brother, the best player on Team 1. We have Sniper 12, Matthias, rated 1771. He's more like 1900. He's a top 10 player in Zero AD. Very good player. Also playing the Gauls in the pocket, which is like his specialty. This is his bread and butter. So watch out for him to do a lot of damage from the pocket and to have like a really, really good boom, a mix of some infantry, but a lot of Cat as well. Next up on Team 1 in the red, we also have playing as the Gauls, Eric Tommy, 01, rated 2000, but actually he's more like, I would say, about 1500. So, solid player, and also just the most dedicated Zero AD player that we have right now. He plays just 24/7, so we need to make Eric Tommy a professional somehow. He is also playing in the pocket. It'll be interesting to see if he goes with Fanatics or if he goes with Cav. Both are good strategies from the Gauls, even though the Fanatics are a little bit easier to do. Next up on Team 1, last player on Team 1, we have Young Sheep. Young Sheep in the blue, rated 1536. Young Sheep has gotten a lot better, I think. I haven't really played with him or seen him play, so I'm not sure. But I would say that Young Sheep has got to be close to 1500 now. But we're going to find out in this game, how effective Young Sheep is. He's in an OPTG, so we have the best players of Zero AD. This is the top game in the lobby right now, and that's always the game that we're going to be in, the game that we're going to be covering, pretty much. Young Sheep, cool dude, playing as the Athenians, my favorite Civ, so I'm really looking forward to seeing how, he plays them on the flank, and to see kind of what his strategy is going forward. And next up on... Actually, that's everybody on Team 1, so now introducing Team 2 across the flank from Young Sheep. In the orange, we have JBC, rated 1543. I've seen JBC play a few games lately, and he is like a much improved player, a very good player. I would say, 1543 minimum for him. Playing as the Persians, the best late-game Civ and one of the best overall Civs. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays them on the flank here. I like the Persians better in the pocket because they're a little bit slower, but they do have the cheaper barracks and stables where you can get those up a little bit quicker because of that. And then next up in his pocket, we got LeVay, rated 1460, but LeVay is like, I would say more like JBC level. Very solid player. I would say close to 1600 for LeVay. Also playing as the Persians in the pocket. So this is going to be a really tough flank for Young Sheep and Eric Tommy. tough side. Next up in the pocket on Team 2, we have Atric. So this is Team 2's best player. Atric is like got to be close to 1800 level player. Just really solid player. For sure a top 20 0 AD player. And great friend also. And also the creator of the Modern GUI mod, which I use, which is awesome. That's how we get this overlay right here. So just shout out to Atric for just innovating for the game and always answering questions and helping people in the game. And then finally, rounding out Team 2 in the pink, we have FFM, rated 1462. FFM is like a very good and also aggressive player. I am playing as the Athenians as well, so my favorite. So I'm going to see like how he does with them as well. And he's rated 1462, but I would say he's got to be 1500 plus. You know, very solid player, FFM here, and also likes to pressure the opponent early on. And so, yeah, we have really good balance here. It's going to be hard to say who's going to win this one, but I'm going to say if I had to pick someone, I might say that my boy Seb is team 1 is going to get it done here. But this is a very, I can't really tell, and that's why this is a good balanced game, because I really just have no idea who's going to win this one and who's going to kind of play better than normal and maybe who's going to play not as well as maybe expected. So we will also try to check, eco scores throughout the game and just kind of see, like, which team seems like they're doing better. And right now it's just dead even in eco. So now we're going to look around the map for some action, because we already have some action that we've been missing, and we don't want to miss any more action. And it looks like FFM is the one who's getting the kills right now. We got to go to this base right here. Yes, just like I said a moment ago, FFM, a very aggressive player, and going in on Seb right away with that army to try to pressure him and slow him down. But we will have to see if FFM is able to maintain his pop and his eco, keep his resources up, and stay ahead of Seb. I feel like if he can stay ahead of Seb, then the aggressive play is okay. But if he can't, then it's not really worth it. And it seems like Seb is doing a good job just getting everybody back on eco right away so that he's in the game. Also going to build a sentry tower just in case. This is, a pretty good defense, but also just kind of a deterrent. Like, you don't want the enemy just kind of getting free kills when you come in, and so you watch out for that sentry tower. So nicely placed right there. And then you also see a watchtower from FFM. This is a good play. Make sure that you're scouting and you're paying attention to what is around you. And so if we go to FFM, we can see that, yeah, this gives him quite a lot of vision. He can see all this area right here, and he's going to know when Seb is maybe coming in to invade him. And so now let's go ahead and see if we can scout around the map for any more action that may be happening. It looks like there isn't really anything happening right now in terms of military, but we will kind of go through some eco and kind of examine what these players are doing. And so let's start with Seb. Seb has very good eco and does a really good job of building a lot of barracks. This is a very important part of booming in 0 AD, making sure that you have enough unit producing buildings. And so Seb is already getting up that second barracks, which is very nice, and we'll want to get a third barracks up very shortly as well. Next up with Sniper 12 with Matthias, already building Cav, and so we see that he doesn't even have any hunt left, but he's still building Cav because he's going to do a very early attack, which he's very effective with. This is kind of his like go-to signature play, is getting Cav right away and then attacking with them. And so I like this a lot from him. Also having a barracks up and auto-queuing soldiers to make sure that the eco is staying even and continuous. Eric Tommy, same with the Gauls, but doing a little bit different this time. I like that he has 2 barracks up and he already has a temple up. And so it looks like, yeah, he's definitely going Fanatics this game. A very solid play and accessible play for, any kind of player who would be in a TG like this. And so this is what he's best with, and he's just gonna have to make sure that he doesn't just have idle buildings here. You gotta produce units from these unit producing buildings as much as you possibly can. And so yes, Fanatics do require a lot of eco, but they don't really require anything except food and wood. And so you get food and wood, and then you get a little bit of metal, and then as the metal is increasing, then you start to get those upgrades for your Fanatics. You just really need to get the Pierce upgrade and the melee the sword upgrade, and then you're pretty much set to go with the Fanatics. Now let's go ahead and check out Young Sheep, last player on Team 1, and just kind of see what his eco looks like. 3 barracks already, kind of an interesting position for these barracks. Maybe he's kind of reaching out to this hunt right here, but I do like that he has 3 barracks up already. That's very important to your boom. And that he's spreading his farms out a little bit to make sure that he's not so vulnerable. He'll have some ladies collecting in the back, and of course building houses around your fields so that you can house the women in case of an attack. And now let's go ahead and just do like a quick, action check, and there doesn't seem to be any action happening, and also just a population check. And so you see, like I said before, look, this is what stands out right here. We have FFM, who did that early attack on Seb, but now FFM is quite a bit behind Seb. And so Seb is outplaying FFM so far, even though FFM came in with that early rush, and has 8 kills and a loss. But he's going to have to either apply more pressure to hold Seb back, or he's going to have to boom a little bit faster here. However, I will say that Seb and Matthias are definitely expected to win their side in this game. That's kind of how this balance was set up. If you look at it in terms of sides, now it doesn't mean that you have to play in terms of sides, but if you do look at it that way, they are expected to win their side, these 2 guys, and then LeVay and JBC are definitely expected to win their side against Eric Tommy and Young Sheep. But I think it'll be interesting to see if certain players go for a 3v2 maybe, right, or even a 2v1 somehow. And like I said, you already have Matthias here in the purple, Sniper 12, going in with these Cav on FFM, which is going to relieve a little bit of the pressure that maybe he was going to put on Seb, but he's already doing just fine. And we see, if we look at continue the population check, he is still leading Team 1 in population while doing this very nice Cav attack on FFM and just taking FFM off of eco. So very impressive play by Matthias. Meanwhile, FFM just continues to fall further behind because of this. And then also leading the game in pop, you have JBC in the orange right here with 166 at 1037 with only 65 women. So 65 females, and you're still at 172 is a very impressive boom. So, I mean, this is definitely a 1600 plus level player boom right here. JBC, also just like a really consistent player. I always see him online. Has put a lot of time and energy into improving at 0 AD. So well done to JBC. I'm going to go ahead and pause just for a moment before I get back to the action, because we do have Matthias sending some Cav in to try to disrupt Atric, but I just need to very quickly go ahead and share this link one more time in the lobby to make sure that everybody has it. On YouTube, check out the stream. Cool. And now we're back. We're back to the action, and the action is happening right here, and it's not just Matthias. It's actually Eric Tommy from the other side. I love this play, coming in with a few Fanatics to support these Cav and be kind of the melee for these Cav. This is a really strong play, and I don't think that Atric is going to be able to do anything against this. These Fanatics are going to wipe out these soldiers here really quickly, and Atric is going to lose a ton of guys. This is Team 2's best player, and this is a huge play for Team 1, really, really helping out Team 1 because of this play right here. And you can see Atric is really struggling, 11 and 23 with a 0.46 KDR, and Team 1 is continuing to get kills on them, and not only that, continuing to send in more on Atric. And so these Cav are going to be really hard to deal with because of their mobility, and also they're going to be able to hit and run a lot. But then you have these Fanatics who don't even need to worry about that. They're just going in straight for the source and just destroying anything in their way. And now you see LeVay coming to try to help out Atric. So from the other pocket, coming out to help, but it doesn't seem like LeVay has nearly enough. This is not going to do a lot. It could help a little bit if they can sandwich them, but they're going to have to get good position on Matthias here, otherwise it's going to be a big problem. So nicely done micro there by LeVay. But they still have a lot of soldiers here, but it looks like they don't like it that much, and Eric Tommy, I guess, is just going to suicide a couple Fanatics here, and then continue to send them in to try to disrupt. So Atric is definitely disrupted a little bit by this. He still has good food and wood eco, so it's not too bad. We have a pause, but that's okay. We will go ahead and continue to check out these pops and see how everybody's doing. And I hope that the audio is also good. So if you are listening to the stream, go ahead and tell me how the audio is, and also I will post something in the chat to just say hello to everyone checking out the stream. Cool. Let's get back to the game. And now let's go ahead and check out, while it's paused, let's check out this eco curve. It's really close here. So, and it looks like Team 2, that attack actually put Team 1 actually a little bit ahead right there. Slowing down Atric a little bit, which is very important to slow down Atric. But on the other side, you have JBC with a really, really good boom. And so they have not been able to slow him down at all. And if Eric Tommy continues to send to the other side, I just worry that he's going to leave Young Sheep against JBC here, and he might struggle a lot. But we will see. It's 12:43. I wonder when the first player is going to send in a full army. My guess is that at 14 minutes, someone is going to send in like a full army. I think JBC will send in an army at 14 minutes. That's my prediction. Also, that eco curve that we checked out was dead even, so it's hard to make that 10-minute eco curve prediction that I normally make. If we go over here, it looks like we have Atric coming in to support FFM with an army, or maybe even not supporting, but just coming in for an attack with an army. And Atric already has a hero, which is really nice. So it looks like he's just going to go straight in on Seb here and attack Seb's wood line. But then at the same time, he has Matthias and he has Eric Tommy coming back to disrupt. But LeVay is doing a good job from the other side pocket, coming and supporting the other pocket on his team. And so now we got to kind of see, what's going on with JBC. What is he doing to kind of help out his side, right? He has a great boom. Is he going to start putting pressure on Young Sheep so that Eric Tommy can't just keep sending Fanatics over to the other side, and he actually has to help his flank here? Because right now, these Fanatics that Eric Tommy are sending with the Cav that Matthias has, this is really, really tough for Team 2 to deal with. Atric and Team 2 are under big time pressure, and now the Fanatics are destroying the food eco, and now all the women have to go garrison, at least those ones do. Somehow he was able to just get those women to garrison. I don't know how he does that, but that is a question that I want to ask Atric. That was very cool. I won't ask him right now. I will try to ask him later, and maybe just I'll write that one down, actually, because that was a cool play. We have this early kind of attack is working really well, but LeVay is doing a great job defending against this and helping out Atric. So, I mean, LeVay is just such a solid team player here. He's going to have to worry about those Fanatics. Those Fanatics will get a lot of free kills and absorb a lot of hits. And while they're doing that, of course, Matthias with his Cav in the purple here, they're just taking down all of these guys right here. But LeVay did a good enough job where he's kind of fending this off for Atric, and he's going to let Atric get back on food eco, which is going to be really important for them. FFM even has a little bit of extra food. But now let's go back over here, because Atric is doing two things at once. He's defending his base, but he's also invading Seb's base, and they're having a lot of success against Seb. And it looks like Matthias is going to have to come back and help a little bit on this side. And Eric Tommy looks like he's also going to go send Fanatics over to support this side, which is interesting. And now the Team 1 is not looking so hot anymore. They have a little bit of recovery to do here. Seb is in a lot of trouble. And if you look at the KDRs too, look at Team 2's KDRs. They're almost all, everyone except Matthias is below 1 on Team 1, and everyone on Team 2 is above 1. They are definitely getting the better of Team 1 in the military in military. And so a nice kind of counter offensive here from Atric and from FFM. It'll be interesting to see if Matthias is good enough at kind of doing some micro here. And LeVay has made a little bit of a mistake because he sent in a bunch of Cavans. They're attacking a Forge, but now he is going into battle. And so now we have just all sorts of action just popping off over here. But like I said, we now have JBC. It's already 15-23. He hasn't gone in yet. The Persians are kind of a slower civ, but we're going to come back down here, and we're going to see what action is happening here because it's looking so much better for Team 2 now. Team 1 is really struggling with this. We have so many solid players on Team 1. On Team 2, sorry, and Team 1 is struggling a little bit with this. LeVay is just doing a great job with his Cav, just getting tons of kills. Has a 2.2 KDR, and it's just choosing all the right battles. Like, LeVay is showing you exactly how you're supposed to be fighting. And they're just completely disrupting Seb's food eco here. But Seb, fortunately, still has a bunch of soldiers on wood and is doing great there. So now it's just a matter of making sure Team 1 can kind of spread around the food so that they can all repop. And you have the Fanatics from Eric Tommy coming in to support Team 1 here, which is nice. But now I feel like if JBC just takes his army here and just invades Young Sheep, but actually it's the other way around. Young Sheep feels like he has to put the pressure on, and he's going with an army on JBC, and he does have Iphicrates, which is a super OP hero. So I'm going to be interested to see how this 1v1 plays out right here, and if JBC is even going to take this 1v1. He might just get in his fort and kind of stay back and play some defense. That seems like a reasonable option for him. But Young Sheep has a serious army here, and he's kind of he's in a good position. He has 11 upgrades to JBC's 10, and so he could do some serious damage here. But I don't really like or understand this too much. I mean, he is building an arsenal, so I do see how that makes sense. But where is this army right here going without the support of these guys back here? I guess these guys will catch up in just a moment. That's what he's planning on happening. But then we got to go back over here because this is where we have most of the action happening, and we got to kind of watch the pop numbers here. Team 1 is definitely struggling to repop, and Eric Tommy would be wise to share some of the food just to kind of help his teammates a little bit. Team 1 is in a lot of trouble here. Even Matthias, whose base has not been raided to my knowledge, is struggling on resources, and Atric and LeVay just doing an awesome job like pushing here. And then just hoping, they're thinking like Eric Tommy is sending over all these Fanatics, and so we're just going to hope that JBC can just hold off Young Sheep 1v1, and it looks like he can probably do that. Even though, wow, Young Sheep is getting the better of him here. Young Sheep is doing a great job in formation here. This box formation is working out really, really well for him, and he has the OP hero, and he has that extra, and he doesn't just have one extra upgrade. Young Sheep has 2 extra upgrades. He's got, and one of those is Will to Fight, which is a huge extra upgrade. And this explains why Young Sheep is just doing so well against JBC, and he's basically killing JBC in this 1v1. But LeVay is doing a great job sending a little bit of support his way while continuing to fight in this battle with a few of his soldiers. So what a great team kind of play and job by LeVay. Really, really well done. And let's continue to just watch this action right here because we will pop back up here as well, but we need to see what is going on with Atric. Atric was just able to completely turn that around. His base was just getting destroyed, and this shows you why Atric is just such a great player. I mean, that shows you why Atric is, a 1700 plus player. No doubt about it, a top 20 player, because he's just able to just repop and have super good eco after just getting his base like triple attacked. So really, really good job by Atric there. And then just continuing to put pressure on Matthias here. So really tough play to deal with. And now Matthias is feeling all the pressure and having to defend his own base. Bringing back some FFM also coming in on Matthias here to join Atric in this fight. So just really solid play here. And LeVay over here helping out JBC against Young Sheep. So let's see how Young Sheep does with this support from LeVay. It seems like he's doing just fine. And Team 1 is just so low on pop now. I don't know if they can survive this. Levi actually just cleaning up here, and it looks like Young Sheik did lose his hero, and now he's on the retreat. And what great play right here by Team 2. I mean, every guy on Team 2 is just really solid here. I appreciate you, John. And that's actually GG, just like that. Wow. Team 2 really well played and just like a great comeback. Team 2 did look really solid in the kind of in the beginning, but then FFM invaded, and then Team 2 looked a little bit weak to me because Seb was able to hold off that invasion and then also repop and stay way ahead of FFM. Awesome. This was an awesome game. And that's it. That's GG. And man, this is a hard one. I don't even like looking at the scores that much because they don't really mean they mean something, but they don't mean that much. It's more just kind of like what you saw in the game and the impact certain players were having. And you see Atric with the highest total score there, and also military score. And Atric played great, and obviously is the strongest player on his team. And so, but I have to give a joint MVP to Atric and Levi, because Levi played just awesome. I mean, he is definitely gets the military MVP there. Just like perfect support on both sides, and just like great timing by him also. So really well done to Levi. And then just Atric gets that joint MVP because he had his base just attacked mercilessly and was able to just bounce back and then just push. Like, just what an impressive recovery and counterattack by him. So really, really well done. All right, cool. And so there we go. We're going to go ahead and host this next one, but I am going to at least temporarily just end the stream and title this stream, because I just want to have one game that's this stream. And we have Wednesday 0 AD. I can't even think of another word that I would use. Wednesday Wars. That's what it is. Wednesday Wars on 0 AD. And I will add a little bit of a description to that one, but I am going to go ahead and for now I'm going to end the stream. This game will be this the game that we just had will be the stream for this one, and I will try to add a description to that one. The game is 0 AD. This is Sneaky Pete, and thank you so much for tuning into the channel. Please let me know if you want me to stream some more today. If not, I'll end the stream for now, and then I will see you guys in the lobby, and I'll try to get a game in. So this is Sneaky Pete. I'm here with John and Seb, and we are out for now. There it is, John.